Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at some really strong Astra setups on Haven. There are seemingly endless combinations you can choose from with Astra's abilities, and if used correctly, she can be one of the best, if not the best controller in the game. I've created some default setups you can use for each site on attack and defense. I'll run through each setup to give you an idea of the timing and execution for each site. Let's get right to it. First, let's take a look at attacker site. Throughout the video, I'm going to show you the astral form, and then we'll run through the execution. Advancing through a sewer, we're going to pop a recall and break LOS of long. Nova Pulse a common defensive position for shotgun users. Smoke both heaven and defender spawn so we can plant safely. We're going to leave a star for the defuse as well. Since I recalled the star in the beginning, I can use that as another Nova Pulse or Gravity Well for the bomb. An alternative route we can take is up A-Long. Recall to allow teammates to go sewer or throw off an A-Long player. Nova Pulse anyone on orb or behind the stack, and then Gravity Well anyone backside. You can throw a smoke for defender spawn and continue advancing onto site. Once again, we're going to leave a star for the defuse. Now you can resmoke heaven with the leftover star.
Pulling them in. Blocking vision.
Gravity Well mid cubby, move up to take mid control, and smoke C-Link. Nova Pulse the boxes and recall to move quickly into default plan. Playing in mid courtyard or mid window can give you a good opportunity to put another star down and fight the diffuser with Nova Pulse or Gravity Well.
Pulling them in. Blasting them.
On the alternative route, we have essentially the same setup with the exception of throwing a smoke in garage to allow your teammates to advance or to make your opponents suspicious of a garage push. When attacking C site, we're going to use a Gravity Well to suck in an enemy behind the box, then Nova Pulse logs, smoke garage and defender spawn, and plant for long. Once again, we will keep a star on the bomb to interrupt a defuse. I think if possible, you should always save a star for the bomb on attack, considering how much of an advantage they can give you in a defuse fight. Another way to attack C site is to start with a Gravity Well behind plat, smoke both entry points to the site again, and now we're going to leave 2 stars on the bomb. This may work well if the other team is on an eco round and your team can confidently take the site.
Blasting them. Pulling them in.
For an effective C take, we can use our stars to push pretty easily into garage, especially if the enemy is caught off guard. We Nova Pulse close left, Gravity Well behind boxes, smoke window, and push into site right after smoking defender spawn. Like always, star on the bomb. When in doubt, star on the bomb.
Pulling them in.
On defender side, we have a pretty strong setup for A. We're going to smoke long, then recall sewer, and prepare for the retake. Astra has the ability to pull a planter off site to interrupt a defuse with Gravity Well. For anyone on site that wants to peek, pop a Nova Pulse.
Blasting them.
Then we can resmoke sewer to begin the retake. Finally, we can Gravity Well hell and begin to take over A. Next, we have a couple similarities to the previous setup with some alternatives. We'll smoke long and then throw a one-way for anyone coming out of the sewers.
Pulling them in.
For retake, we're going to completely smoke off the left side of site, including Hell and Nova Pulse close right.
Obscuring vision. Knocking them.
Moving over to B, we have an obvious smoke for window.
Concealment.
We're going to smoke garage as well.
Obscuring
We can
vision.
back up into A link and Nova Pulse anyone in mid cubby.
Knocking them.
Then we can safely pull the planter off site with a Gravity Well.
Pulling them in.
If an opponent pushes into site, we can Nova Pulse close left before entering.
Blasting them.
If you have a strong sense that a fast B push is happening, you can load up with the stars on B. Start with a Nova Pulse in mid cubby, smoke B entrance, pull that planter right off the site,
Pulling them in.
and then begin the retake. We can Nova Pulse shield and Gravity Well
Knocking
close
them.
left, which will really help clear out the site for you and your team.
Pulling them in.
For a strong defense on C, we can start with a smoke for garage. Move towards C spawn and activate a smoke for long. We can Nova Pulse the plant and Gravity Well logs, which even works with the star below it.
Pulling them in.
Then Nova Pulse boxes and advance onto site. Last but not least, we start with a smoke for long, back up into a safer position, and then Gravity Well the planter off of site.
Pulling them in.
We can put a Nova Pulse on default plant in case bomb is planted there instead. Finally, we smoke garage and activate another Gravity Well that covers all of cubby.
Pulling them in.
I came up with a few global or map-wide setups you can use if you really want to throw off the enemy team as to where you will be defending or attacking. Remember, these are only a few of the many combinations you can use on Haven. If you want to catch me live on stream, link is in the description. If you learned a thing or two and want to help out my channel, you guys know which buttons to click. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.